Hey, Ebony. Girl, oh my God, like, this shit is nuts. Like, my eye is still black. You see what this man did to me? Still black. Come on now. And you think I want him? You don't know nothing. Y'all so worried about my life. It's sad. Like, I don't understand. I get up, I go home, I can stay up, I ain't up all night, tortured. I ain't getting beat to death for nothing. Come on now. It's cause I don't put it on Facebook, don't mean it won't happen. Y'all don't know nothing. Come on now. I wake up every day happy. Yes, smiling. Thank God the problem was gone, finally. You feel me? I can come home and go to sleep. I can come home and do what I want to do. I can go to my mom's house. I can go to my sister's house. Like if I was with that man, I wouldn't be here right now. He have a problem. You feel me? I couldn't even come over here. I couldn't even see the baby if I was with him. Like, yeah, I'm happy. Heck yeah, I'm happy. I'm getting out cheesing. I'm cheesing. I can come to my sister's house finally. Right. That's why I was cheesing, because I could finally come here. On my own. You feel me? Like, I don't understand.
You didn't have to kill her. You had that choice, so you said sorry. I'm not going to accept it right now because my heart is cold. And every time I look at my grandkids, they got nobody's mom. And you had a choice. You didn't have to kill her. It's not nothing that she could have done to get killed. She was a good person. She had a whole life ahead of her. I loved her. That was my daughter. And you sat at my dinner table. You ate my food. You talked to me, all that, and you would turn around and just kill my daughter. And not only did you kill her, you played like an animal. You left. You went around the corner and got somebody else to try to shove her in the car. I know if you would have got away with it, you was going to take her and hide her.
I'm not saying that he would have saved her life. Maybe he would have. Probably he wouldn't have. But at least she would have had the dignity of not being wrapped in a blanket and dragged into the bowels of her own home. Past the closed door, beyond which was the hallway where his child and her children slept.
This is the story of Shameka Oliver, a mother to 4 young daughters. At just 30 years old, she was doing her best to build a future for them. She believed she had found true love in Rodney Stevenson, the man she thought was her soulmate. But behind his charm lay a dark past, one marked by violence and a history of felony charges. One fateful morning on May 2020, gunshots shattered the silence outside her home. By the time police arrived, it was too late. Shameka lay lifeless, a single gunshot wound ending her life. What led to this tragic moment? Was it a crime of passion, or something far more terrifying? Welcome to Viral Crimes. Subscribe and hit the bell icon for more stories. This story takes us to Jackson, Michigan, a city that has faced its share of challenges, including crime and violence that have left lasting scars on families. One such family was that of 30-year-old Shameka Oliver. Shameka Oliver was a mother of 4 and full of life.
Morning, loves. It's still morning here.
Shameka was born on December 2, 1989, in Jackson, Michigan. She had a special bond with her 4 daughters whom she adored and always dressed in matching outfits, a reflection of her deep devotion as a mother. A proud graduate of Jackson High School's class of 2008, Shameka had a passion for the medical field. She turned that passion into a career, becoming a supervisor at Renaissance Northland Home, an assisted living facility where she dedicated herself to caring for others. She loved her job, treating her residents with the same kindness and compassion that she showed to her family and friends. Shameka was in a relationship with 38-year-old Rodney Stevenson.
What up though, y'all? On my way to court, you feel me? Go ahead and see if my lawyer did his thing, you know what I'm saying, to beat these charges, you know what I'm saying? Cause I really need that to happen so I can get this shit cracking, you know what I'm saying, early in the morning, early. They wanna there at 9 o'clock, you know what I'm saying? So if I message you boys again, you know what I'm saying, I'm free. If you don't hear nothing by 10 o'clock, oh, I ain't free, baby. Well, I'm on my way out. Well, I'm out walking, you know what I'm saying, about to get back and go back to the crib, you feel me? They didn't postpone my shit again, you know what I'm saying, because they ain't got no evidence. They still ain't got the transcript. But if you have some evidence to incriminate You feel me? Y'all motherfuckers be trying to book a nigga, but all of a sudden, 2 months, y'all ain't got no transcripts. Get out of here.
Their relationship was far from perfect. Stevenson had a troubled past, with multiple felony charges and a history of violence. Despite this, he and Shameka were together, though the nature of their relationship appeared tumultuous. Shameka was a hardworking and kind woman. In contrast, Stevenson had a criminal history that included home invasion, drug offenses, and felonious assault. But Shameka was deeply in love with him, and she felt that she had finally found the man she was supposed to be with.
Go back platinum one more time. After that it's wiping now. Say she love me, okay, yeah. Let me rip and go somewhere. Step out dressing with some devil. They might say I'm devil now.
I never thought I could smile again. I've been so damaged to the point I was even afraid to love again. He make me feel so good, better than I would by myself or if I was with somebody else. Most importantly, I can be myself and don't have to be someone that I'm not just so I wouldn't get abused. It feel good inside that my girls get to see me happy and smile again and see a good man loving their mom. I just want to say thank you for being such a positive impact in our lives. I appreciate you so much. It started off bumpy. Everyone had a story to tell. But we can only go up from here. Love you. She posted. He commented. Aw baby. Shameka was happy to be in a new loving relationship because her previous relationship was abusive, which she spoke about in a Facebook Live video.
Yeah, I wake up every day chewing ear to ear now that the problem is gone. You feel me? I got a lot to be thankful for. Amen. Now that I'm living.
Amen.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake up every day happy. I'm gonna wake up every day smiling. Loans that nigga in prison, I'm gonna wake up every day happy. So yeah, I woke up cheesing.
We're gonna keep cheesing.
Gonna keep cheesing.
And ain't nobody gonna do nothing about
And ain't nobody gonna do nothing about it. Like, okay, if you say he dropped me off of my car, it's my car, what you really mad for? Cause you ain't got no car? Come on now.
You got
Like,
somebody drop you off and something.
what's it? You mad because my car gone. Come on now. Who does that? Don't get mad because you watching me. I pull up, you see that Buick pull up, you all ears, you all eyes. If you got a problem, you should have came out and did something. It's that simple. Come on now. I'm not even thinking about y'all. You, Maria, and all the rest of them. Y'all big press. Y'all so worried. Like, come on now. Let me be great. Like, come on now. I moved on. Let me be great. Y'all got a problem. Y'all should be glad I ain't talking to your brother no more. You feel me? Y'all been haters. Haters. Y'all can't do what Meek do. No matter what you do.
All right, Meek.
Can't do it.
All right, Meek.
Period. Like, I'm just like, come on now. I'm over here visiting my handsome nephew. You feel me? I can come see my nephew. They mad. They mad. I ain't gotta come up here and pull up to your sister's house. I ain't like that. For one,
You would have been over
I would have been here if I would really care. I pull up to see my nephew before I go to work. Come on now. Yeah, like you say, free your bae. Free your bae. Until it's backward. Go get him.
Your baby while he
Like I
locked
said,
up.
your bae while he locked up. I'm not worried about that. Like I
Keep
said,
count full. Keep
if
that
I
count
wanted
full.
that man, I can have him. Anybody know that? I don't want him. Period.
Keep that count full.
And y'all keep talking about why you ain't get a boss. You don't know what I'm doing, honey. What I got? Keep thinking you think you know everything about me. You don't know what I have. Period. Come on now.
All right, Meek.
They press, Mom. I got out the car, come up the stairs. They already online. But you just seen me. Why you say that to me?
Right.
Come on
You
now.
look like a baby monkey.
You look like a. Come on now. Like, come on. You can't get that serious. I'm up here visiting my nephew. Like I said, I came over here to babysit. Not that I need to explain myself, but I'm babysitting my nephew. And I get out the car and I come up the stairs, and they already online. Hey, Ebony. Girl, oh my God, like, this shit is nuts. Like, my eye is still black. You see what this man did to me? Still black. Come on now. And you think I want him? You don't know nothing. Y'all so worried about my life. It's sad. Like, I don't understand. I go to work, I come home. Same thing I've been doing. Like, and every day they worried about me. They in my inbox harassing me. They on live harassing me. Like, what?
It's not the same. You get up, you go to work, you come home, you don't get beat.
Right. I get up, I go home, I can stay up, I ain't up all night, tortured. I ain't getting beat to death for nothing. Come on now. It's because I don't put it on Facebook. It don't mean it won't happen. Y'all know nothing. Come on now. I wake up every day happy. Yes, smiling. Thank God the problem was gone finally. You feel me? I can come home and go to sleep. I can come home and do what I want to do. I can go to my mom's house. I can go to my sister's house. Like if I was with that man, I wouldn't be here right now. He have a problem. You feel me? I couldn't even come over here. I couldn't even see the baby if I was with him. Like, yeah, I'm happy. Heck yeah, I'm happy. I'm getting out cheesing. I'm cheesing. I can come to my sister's house finally. Right. That's why I was cheesing, because I can finally come here. On my own. You feel me? Like, I don't understand.
On 27 of May 2020, Shameka Oliver took to Facebook to share a heartfelt post about a small moment of happiness. She had been feeling down, struggling with the pain of past events, but her boyfriend had brightened her day by surprising her with flowers. In her post, she expressed gratitude for the little things that made life meaningful, writing, "Yesterday I was down and out. It's just be hard knowing someone who did that to us is still breathing the air I had a hard time to breathe and is still free. I know karma will get him soon than later, but that day never get easier. Shout out to my baby, he put a smile on my face. Be little things what makes it all count." What she didn't know was that this fleeting joy would be overshadowed by an unthinkable tragedy. The very person who had given her those flowers would take her life just hours later, turning what seemed like a gesture of love into a chilling reminder of how quickly happiness can be stolen away. On May 28, 2020, at around 7 a.m., officers from the Jackson Police Department arrived at 1200 block of Chittick Avenue in response to reports of gunshots in the area. What they found was a devastating scene. Shameka lay lifeless outside her residence, a single gunshot wound ending the life of a woman beloved by her family and friends. She had been murdered just steps away from the place she called home. Jackson Director of Police and Fire Services, Elmer Hitt, later confirmed that she was pronounced dead at the scene. Standing nearby was Rodney Stevenson, the man who would soon be named as her killer. Police wasted no time in arresting the 33-year-old, taking him into custody at the scene and transporting him to the Jackson County Jail. As news of the tragedy spread, the Michigan State Police Crime Lab stepped in to assist local investigators, working to piece together the details of what had transpired. In the days that followed, details about Rodney's past began to surface. He was no stranger to the law. At the time of Shameka's murder, he was already out on bond for 8 open felony cases, ranged from home invasion to drug-related offenses and even felonious assault. His criminal history also included a prior 8-year prison sentence for third-degree home invasion and aggravated stalking, crimes he had committed in 2008. He had only been discharged from the Michigan Department of Corrections in 2016, and now, just 4 years later, he was accused of taking a life. By June 10, 2020, the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office had formally charged Rodney with open murder and felony firearm possession. This charge meant that if convicted, a jury would decide the degree of murder he was guilty of. The next day, on June 11, he appeared before Magistrate Judge Fred Bishop for arraignment. He entered a plea, but the weight of the charges left little room for doubt about the seriousness of the case. The judge denied him bond, ensuring he would remain in custody as the legal proceedings continued. Rodney's probable cause conference was set for June 19, followed by a preliminary examination on June 25. Meanwhile, Shameka's family was left to grieve. She was a mother of 4 young daughters, who were now left without their mother's love and guidance. In the wake of her death, those who knew her best spoke of her kindness, her generosity, and her love for helping others. As Rodney sat in jail, awaiting trial, Shameka's mother, Shameka Oliver, turned her grief into action. Along with other grieving mothers, the nonprofit organization Stop the Violence Jackson was formed and dedicated to supporting families affected by violence. Working alongside community members like Dina Morgan, they raised money to help others facing similar tragedies, providing financial support for funeral costs, rent, and other needs. Shameka's mission was clear: no mother should have to endure the pain she had suffered. Rodney's trial didn't begin until January 2025, nearly 5 years after the murder. The case was complicated, with dozens of witnesses called to testify over the course of 2 weeks. After deliberating for 3 hours, the jury reached its verdict: Rodney was found guilty of second-degree murder and felony firearm possession. On March 5, 2025, the courtroom was packed with Shameka's family and friends as they awaited Rodney's sentencing. Emotions ran high as her mother addressed the court, speaking directly to the man who had taken her daughter's life. "You didn't have to kill her," she said through tears, her voice filled with pain and anger.
He He wants the minimum end of the guidelines. Remember the one witness who testified who was watching him drag her body outside. How did he treat Shameka Oliver? Treated it, the corpse, like it meant nothing to them.
So it wasn't an accidental discharge, it was somebody pointing a handgun directly at her head with a fatal shot to the head. And, you know, one of the things in the law that we can look at is we can look at a defendant's action and determining intent. What was his intent? How do we determine that? Well, we look at the defendant's actions before, during, and after the crime. All of it. Not just, you know, what happened when the police arrived. And of course, we know when you allegedly found her, you know, mortally wounded in her home with your child and her children there, what do you do? I mean, any person in the community would call 911. But that's not what you did. I mean, you decided to walk, run, go approximately another block to get a friend that could help you drag her body out of the house. And when the show really started was when the cops came up and their body cams were there. But unfortunately then you got well, you know, she must have been a victim of an armed robbery or some kind of gang shooting. I think there were at least 3 different, you know, self-serving explanations that you offered, you know, for Miss Oliver's, you know, death. So in balancing those goals, I mean, I do think you intend, and by the way, you got intent to kill murder. That's true. And Mr. Berry correctly cited there, you know, the jury didn't find sufficient evidence of premeditation and deliberation, but I got a feeling they were thinking about it. You know, I didn't talk to the jury after that, but, you know, but clearly they ultimately came down to second-degree murder. But what is second-degree murder? Second-degree murder is intent to kill murder or an intent to commit death or great bodily harm. I mean, I don't really know which of those 2 you had, but either one is sufficient for the kind of sentence I'm going to impose. So you're going to prison and count 1, second-degree murder, 80 years to 120 years, with credit for 1,012 days.
With that, Rodney's fate was sealed. What happened to Shameka should have never happened. Sadly, her 4 young daughters will now have to grow up without their mother. Though justice had been served, the loss of Shameka left a void that could never be filled. My condolences to her friends and family. May you continue to heal and one day find peace. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.